Hello, it's Enecuum News blog. It's a search, and today I will be alone because Roman doesn't feel well. He's got a bit high temperature, something like this. But nevertheless, let's start. And our first news is about Enecuum Space Bridge. So this week we started deploying final version to Bit network, but it didn't work out perfectly. So we got troubles with initializing transactions coding. So we investigating the issue, and our current version of the cause of the issue is that we need to update a signing library. It's the transaction data section handling code. Currently in Bit network, Space Bridge is not working, so we discarded previous version, but new version is not initialized. So currently it is not it's not functioning, but we continue work on it. And it is a practical side, and so theoretical aspect. We finally published Enecuum technical proposal, ETP8, that describes theoretical or algorithmical side of Space Bridge. So you can check it in our docs GitHub repository. Sorry, repo. Yes, it's public. Feel free to comment on it. Maybe you can make some valuable additions. So it's open source, and now you can we can discuss aspects that we made public finally. So there are other events that were consuming our force and mind and intentions, and that is connected with discrepancy in time between blocks. So last couple of days in main network there were random events of enlarged delays between blocks. So it didn't require any intervention from our side to help blocks to happen, but these delays, it's not how it's supposed to work. So we investigate the cause of these delays. So maybe it's just some repetitive pattern of publishing blocks more frequently than it should, and then when this increased frequency accumulates, then our model that is responsible for time difficulty and mining difficulty and time between blocks tuning, this model may decides to make some kind of pause to compensate this increased time between blocks, to make it in general equal to target time of 15 seconds, but it's only one of the versions, so it's not like our final state. Just I give you an idea, and we are investigating it. So on the other hand, there were reports of incorrect behavior of PWA application in case of rejecting transactions. So we found the reason of this issue. We made a fix, and now we're testing this new version and preparing it for deployment for the release. So it will be done soon, I think the beginning of the next week. So we were planning to have a special guest today also, but again, this episode of news not happening as planned. So special guest, I hope, will be next time, because he has some health related issues also. I hope we can meet next week. So I moved to questions sections. So we've got some. We received some questions during this week, and let's start. First two of them are why is all this taking so long, and why the bridge launch delayed, and the next question also about Annex or other things update. So people not happy with the speed of development team. So as we described in our previous episodes and answering questions sections, there are a lot of complicated stuff happening around the bridge, and it has really big big importance, and that is why we are not in a hurry with this bridge stuff. So also it was a big extensive rally at the end of previous year, and most of the team were exhausted. So some people went to vacations. For example, I had 2 weeks off, and it was first vacation for a long time. And a couple of other developers also got a pause. It's another reason to like refresh your brain before making important decisions. I mean bridge launch. So yes, it's also takes time. And so to the next question, why am I unable to mine on my mobile phone app any longer? So it is hard to tell from the question whether it is about mobile masternode application or is it about PWA. So nevertheless, my first suggestion is to try another app. So if you have troubles with masternode app, please try a PWA application. If you have troubles with the PWA, check masternode. So we have planned release for masternode app which will update support of newer Android versions. So maybe if the question is about Enecuum masternode, maybe your mobile phone received over-the-air update of Android operating system, and or 2 or maybe 3 latest Android OS versions, they had some issues with current masternode version. So I think we got like a test build, and maybe we can share this test build and you can try it. It is not released yet because we plan to update management of Enecuum nodes discovery with the update of masternode app, so to make some transition and easier transition between various nodes and various versions of PWA, so POA apps, masternode and PWA, so to make them both work in a similar way. So it is called like boot node update. It is planned long ago actually, but we always have some some task of higher priority, so it's still waiting its time. Unfortunately, couldn't make everything at once. Yeah, so that's all questions from question form. So do we have any in chat? Let me check it. I don't see. Then thank you for your attention. Thank you for your interest in Enecuum, and let's meet next time. I hope with Roman together and special guests. And yeah, bye bye.